Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on this upcoming conjunction of the planet Sun and Ketu in the Leo sign, which will happen like almost after like 18 years of the time. So this is going to be very special because we know this thing that Ketu, which has got very like fierce qualities, denial qualities. Ketu also represents the force and power of the nature, of the omens, and Sun, which in itself is connected with the authority, with the recognition. We are already living in very uncertain times in this year of 2025, where suddenly war gets erupted, suddenly the chemistry between the nations go bad. So what to expect? And a lot of the people who are like talking about that this could be the time of the spiritual elevation. So all of that we will discuss in this video. And guys, I will just try to be as short, as precise as it is possible, because when it comes down to Rahu and Ketu, not much can be said with complete accuracy. They represent the surprise elements. They represent the unpredictable, unforeseen forces of the nature, and they are the planets of the destiny as well. And guys, we cannot even overlook or undermine this fact that during this time, Ketu is going to be in the Purva Falguni Nakshatra as well. Now, Purva Falguni, which is the Venusian energy of the comfort, enjoyment, luxury, lot of the weightage and emphasis which goes in the relationship. So, in this area as well, you will definitely see some sort of changes or transition which nature or omens can actually bring in your life. So guys, to be very precise, like the way I have already mentioned this thing, that Sun is the significator of our soul. Like we do not even have to see the planet with the highest degree as per the Gemini Karakas. Sun is the universal soul significator for all of us. And when we talk about Ketu, Ketu is connected with the renunciation. Ketu is connected with the liberation, with the moksha. So guys, this combination, like generally, even if for a minute you will forget this fact that it is happening in the transit. So even in the natal chart, this generally tells about people who are born with that destiny's promise of recognition. Guys, I always say this thing that which all are the nakshatras which somehow ensures that some sort of entitlement, some sort of ascension through the birthright comes to the people. So those are the nakshatras ruled by Ketu. Like this could be Ashwini. Magha is chiefly connected with the birthright, with the power, with the prominence, which comes very natural. Like these are the people who are supported by the nature and the omens. When it comes down to Mula also hold this power, but the process tend to go through with major upheavals and major transformation. So yes guys, you cannot just say this thing that Sun Ketu conjunction that it is going to be giving the spiritual tendency to everyone, and lot many people will be able to access the dormant spiritual potential of theirs. A lot is dependent on individual to individual. What exactly is this combination is doing in your chart? Second thing, and the most important thing guys, is about the evolutionary level of the soul. See, when we talk about Ketu, what matters is the inner depth. Like for example, if I will give this term, please be with peace, God is everywhere, so it will not touch you that much. But if the same line comes from Sadhguru, same line comes from Shri Ravi Shankar ji, same line comes from Dalai Lama ji, so then it will impact you the most, it will hit you the most, because all what matters is the place from where it is coming. And Ketu represents that depth which the naked eye cannot see. It's like that example of the iceberg. More than the height of the iceberg above the sea level, it's the depth of it which Ketu represents. So yes guys, a lot of potential can be attached with this conjunction, and you also have to understand that things will happen in a very unusual way. A lot is dependent on what kind of yogas you have in your chart. A lot is dependent on your current activated dasha, what exactly are they indicating? Because for certain people, if this might be the time of sudden attainment of position and power, for some people this might be a time of the, like, losing the power because of the old scandal you have done. This might be a time of the identity shift as well. Some people might run into a very old romance of theirs, and for certain people this might be a time of a sudden breakup in the love matters as well. For certain people who are connected with art entertainment industry, they might get their biggest break of the life in this period of time. And for certain people, some old scandal or just missing the opportunity could also be the theme. So now we will just shift that what kind of underlying theme you can expect when this conjunction is going to be taking place. And guys, like generally when we talk about the remedial part, so beyond any doubt, anything which connects Ketu with your soul, with the sun, so meditation is the key. Chanting the mantras like Gayatri mantra, chanting the mantra like Aditya Hriday Stotra, Bij mantra of your Isht Devata, Bij mantra of Ketu, Bij mantra of Lord Ganesha, serving dogs shall be considered. And my recommendation during this time of the conjunction, take it easy, take it light, embrace the nature, be as original as it is possible, and pay attention to the omens. Oh my god guys, I couldn't tell you how omens talk to me. Like even for this Shravan Monday only, I get a lot of the dreams. So like on the Sunday night, sleep only. So I saw that in the dream that I'm in Banaras, I'm in Kashi, and I'm trying to sneak into a hotel, and I'm making this plan that in the morning then I have to do the darshan of the Kashi Vishwanath, Jyotirling and all. So yeah, pay attention to the omens, that will become very important. Now guys, briefly just look at that based on all the rising signs, how it is going to be impacting you. So guys, when we talk about the Aries Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, this pure combination is taking place in your 5th house. So for certain people, again guys, a lot is dependent on your natal planetary alignments, what the current activated dasha is indicating. Because let's say for example, if your main pressing issue of the life right now is that media break or finding the love, so then energy will work in a purest of the form in these domain. And let's say for example, if you are very much aligned with spirituality, mantra, chanting, Isht Upasana, you will find and experience purity in that domain. But one thing is for sure guys, because 5th house is connected with the Pur Punya, a lot of the things which are there as a part of the destiny's promise, birth promise, will be delivered to you. Now in which fashion? Like, is it in the matters of the love? Is it in the matters of the creativity? Is it in the matters of the bhakti, devotion? So obviously for that you have to check your chart, otherwise I can just keep talking and that will make no sense. So a lot is dependent on what is your current activated dasha is indicating. Based on that you will get the results in the purest of the form. And guys, all the remedial part like Aditya Hriday Stotra, chanting, Gayatri mantra, and feeding the dogs for the Aries Lagna will become very important during this time. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case this combination is going to be taking place in your 4th house. So guys, beyond any doubt, somehow 4th house, 8th house, 12th house, it's like the moksha triangle. Our emotions, our feelings, nourishment, care, matters of security, insecurity is connected with this domain. First of all, when we talk about your emotions being very ripe, for certain people, easily finding them and feeling themselves very insecure might be a recurring theme for this 1 month guys. Along with that guys, when we talk about your relationship, with the mother, so over there as well, like this could be a case that some sort of secrets about your ancestry, about your family lineage and the family ties, you will get to know during this time. So there is a slight possibility of that as well. I generally wouldn't recommend any of the big purchases like land purchase, vehicle purchase during this time. But let's say for example, if you're like trying to sell any property, sell away any car, or relocate, change your residence, this could be a very promising time for that. If you're like planning to take a pilgrimage to your birth place, native place, and do any archana to your like Kul Devata, Gram Devata, Kul Devi, so that can be considered. And I would say that any of the Anushthan, any of the ritual, if you will do in the home setting, that will be very much therapeutic, very elevating for the Taurus Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, it is going to be taking place in the 3rd house. So guys, we know this thing that like planet like Sun, Ketu, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, they are like generally considered as very empowering, transiting from the 3rd house. And guys, Sun Ketu has got more to do with the purity. So during this time, especially if you are an artist, you are a freelance, self-employed person, like discovering your niche. Like a lot many times people come to me, hey Nipon, I want to know that which sector shall I get into, or like I'm an actor, I want to know what kind of roles I shall audition for. So if you are like confused and perplexed trying to find your niche during this time, it can happen. Along with that guys, in the matters of the relationship, control and refrain acting out of ego, because your ego is going to be very susceptible to hurt during this time, and especially while dealing with anyone who is close to you. So be very mindful over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, this combination is going to be taking place in your 2nd house. So for certain people, definitely guys, knowing any of the family secrets could be the theme for the Cancer Lagna. Second thing is that any of the undertaking and dealing of the any joint family, ancestral property related matters, or anything to do with like visiting your native place, getting any Anushthan, any Tarpan, Pinddan, attending a puja of your Kul Devata, Gram Devata, any of those rituals will be very elevating, very rewarding during this time. And again guys, with this kind of combination taking place in your 2nd house, see, the matters of the financial dealing is going to be in lot of the scrutiny. So this could be a case for certain people. This might be a case that suddenly, because of the support of the luck, some major windfall financial gain can happen, and for certain people the amount of money might be taken away. So yes, finances are slightly sensitive. For anything to do with the family lineage, ancestry, bhakti, devotion, it's a auspicious energy in your 2nd house. Now guys, for the Leo Lagna, so guys, yes, in your case, it's the energy of the identity shift, attainment of the power or fall from the power. And we generally say this thing that it's the nature and the omens which will play a very important role. Don't fight with it. That is the only advice which I want to give to the Leo Lagna. So let's say for example, if like suddenly some big lifetime opportunity comes to you, keep your ego very humble. And let's say for example, without you doing anything, if someone try to embroil you into scandal, put any fake allegation, don't create any more karma. Be as defensive, as humble, and let that kind of tornado of the kind of storm of the controversy pass very smoothly. Don't fight much with it, because when it comes down to Ketu, there's not much which we can do. And just listen to the advice of others, because there is a possibility that you might act like a tyrant, and impulse might drive lot many Leo Lagna during this time. Guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna, so guys, in your case, it is going to be happening in your 12th house. So sleep might be a concern. Prophetic dreams, vision, lot many Virgo Lagna natives will experience during this time. If you are planning to undertake any travel, be very mindful guys. So this is a typical case where like people who get embroiled into any victimized situation, like it's like you are in a different country and you deliberately or unknowingly did something which actually stirred up a controversy in that country. So in any of the matters of the travel, foreign investment and all, you have to be very mindful, you have to be very careful. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna, it's one of the golden opportunity which is coming to them. Like for a lot many people, this is going to be the time of like attainment of power, or at least discovering your niche, like getting a clarity regarding your path. And during this time only guys, if I were to say visit to any Kul Devata temple or any of the psychic spiritual guidance regarding your path and all, is very much recommended. When we talk about the material level guys, so again guys, Sun and Ketu combination in the purest of the form. So whatever is going to be happening in the matters of your relationship within the community members, within the friend circle, or regarding your financial career goals, aspiration, it is all divine ordained. Accept it. It is something which is going to be much more in your benefit. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpions, so for the Scorpions guys, this is going to be a time of the blow in the matters of your career. So something where your energy and the maximum illumination is possible for you. So this could be a case that you are trying and struggling hard from past couple of years to become an actor, but your destiny is more in like behind the camera to get into the direction, to get into the filmmaking. So that sort of transformative illumination will happen for the Scorpio. Refrain from, like, don't make your ego very susceptible, very fragile, that it can be easily hurt. It is easy to hurt. So work in that department. For certain people, power, ascension, like this could be sudden attainment, ascension to power. For certain people, fall from the grace because of some bitter argument with the bosses. That is the kind of energy getting generated for the Scorpions. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case it is happening in your 9th house, so divine blessing will come. So anything to do with the like religious, spiritual austerity, something to do with, like, this is a typical time when we take the mantra from the Guru, Diksha from the Guru, when we visit our native place to get any ritual done, ritual organized to please our Kul Devata, Kul Devi. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. Slightly sensitive time for the Sagittarius Lagna. The parents' well-being is right now under the scrutiny. 4th house, mother, Saturn retrograde. 9th house, Sun Ketu. So be very mindful, be very caring, be very vigilant around the well-being, health of the parents. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn, so guys, for the Capricorn, first of all guys, be very mindful. The lower body is becoming very susceptible to any injury and all, so be very mindful over there. Second thing is that in the matters of the joint resources and all, so some sort of major fluctuation will happen in this area. For certain people, if you are in any of the scientific research or pursuit, even you are connected with occult, astrology, you can actually have some breakthrough prediction, some major prediction, major invention and all. So that is how the energy is going to be getting generated. Still refrain from getting into the wrong side of your bosses or with the authority figures. And a lot, like, even if something is gonna happen, it is going to be the natural causes. You're not gonna be at fault. So that is all what I'm seeing for the Capricorn. Remedies are very important for you. For the Aquarians, guys, it is going to be making your matters of relationship very vulnerable, and you do not have any say. I can assure you, you are not at fault. There's like some higher powers which are taking the shots and which are doing everything. So much better surrender to it. This could be a case for certain people, like suddenly knowing some hidden secretive side of your partner, or suddenly running into someone with whom you have had past kind of connection. So that sort of energy, suddenly getting attracted, suddenly separation and parting ways with people. So that is going to happen. And again guys, 7th house is all the radical element, the strange encounters in the public, like suddenly someone came from the public and did something. So be very mindful in any of the large crowded areas and all. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna, guys, it is going to be taking place in your 6th house. You will definitely destroy your enemies in your daily routine, and especially if you are connected with the service sector, like you work as a humanitarian aid worker in any of those war affected areas, and some sort of award recognition is long due in your case, that can happen during this time. Any of the like medical surgical procedure operation and all, if it is scheduled, it will work out well in your favor and you will destroy your enemies for sure. For the exertion of the authority, this is one of the best golden kind of yoga which is going to get generated. And like the way I've been saying this thing, if you're confused regarding your niche, regarding your expertise, so during this time, the alignment of the planets can actually create that. Just be very mindful if any revolt happens against your authority. Take that very seriously, handle that with diplomacy. That's all what I can say. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.